Hi, everyone. I'm Sunny.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Rox. And this is
Literature on the Rocks.
Hey.
Book club. Book club. We were having a start of a conversation before we hit record that we're gonna
redo
finish.
for
Yeah.
you. You're welcome.
Yes. All right, start us off.
So my baby, he's got a wonky head.
Little guy.
He's getting a helmet, and we were talking about having a helmet decorating party.
Yeah, to give it some spice.
Yeah, and what kind of design we would get. And originally we thought like, ooh, some zombie brains would be cool because
It's gonna be during Halloween.
yeah, he'll wear it during Halloween.
I mean, honestly, if you didn't make him like gory and it was just a brain, it would still be funny all year round. He'd be like, okay, you started to say this, but he could be the guy from Nightmare Before Christmas with the brain showing.
Yes. So, okay,
And then you
wait.
could put him in his little stroller and it'd be like his little wheelchair thing.
Oh my God, the creepy doctor who builds Sally.
Sally.
Yes. What an adorable costume.
That is cute. I love it.
I love it already. Well, I was thinking, because you said he was going to wear it for approximately 2 months.
2 to 3, yeah. So it could go through, or almost to Christmas.
Okay, so what I was thinking was
Like mid-December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you could do a Nightmare Before Christmas theme and then paint
be-
over Jack and make him Sandy Claus for Christmas. So you don't have to change it fully. You just got to turn Jack into Sandy Claus. And now it's Christmas themed.
But how...
I'm really
That would be
excited
his
that you
face.
think my paint job and my art skills will be masterful enough to just
what would you-
strategically cover Jack.
the front of the helmet would be like, I don't understand.
I just thought it would be like
It's
Nightmare
gonna
Before
have to be a
Christmas
scene,
themed.
or
Yeah.
when I've seen them decorated, it's like a wrap almost
Yeah.
that they put on it, and I've seen it look like carbon fiber. I've seen like little superhero prints, so like it'll have the sphere for Captain America.
Yeah. Make him Iron Man.
yeah.
Yeah, something.
It's cute. I like it. Do people, you also have a Cricut. You can like,
Oh, I do. I do.
even if you didn't want to do all kinds, because some of these are super cute and all they did was Cricut it.
Well, and wouldn't you be able to just peel those things off and like change out the design?
I don't know if that would mess with the structure of the helmet, like with the adhesion.
Oh, because you have to heat it to put it on.
Well, no.
No, I
No,
think
you could
it's
just,
a
there's like
regular
stickers, but they're very sticky stickers. This little baby has one and he is Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, I did see that. I thought about
See,
making
so
him
cute.
Buzz for Halloween too. So
Yes, I love it. I think that's super cute. There's a lot of like, cute little ideas, but I think most of this could just be done with your Cricut.
maybe I make him have brains and like a little spider dripping down, but because the part that goes by his ear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I guess we are gonna have a helmet decorating party.
Yay, I love it.
Unless they have a thing at the doctor's office or whatever where you say, this is my idea, and then they just execute
could
it
do
for
it.
a minimal cost.
Yeah.
Then-
so I don't know how much the paint job is gonna cost me.
I'm curious now. Let me know.
Well, I'll find out next
Yeah,
week.
okay. I want to know how pricey that is.
I will say, I'm literally searching for baby helmet decorated brain. There's
None?
no brain. There's no one has a brain.
Stop
somebody
it.
had to have a brain.
Yes.
Right? That couldn't have been that unique and creative.
Yeah, like we reinventing the wheel here.
This one has like tractors and tires and stuff on it. It says just fixing my flat.
So stupid, but so funny.
Oh my God. Making a...
Well, and then after he wears it for those few months, is it supposed to be good to go and then he doesn't need it after that?
Yes, ideally.
Oh, okay.
That's what should
Potentially,
happen.
it might need to be longer if it didn't fix.
They said based on his age that's around the amount of time he would need. They were like, it's not going to be perfect, but nobody's head is perfect. I got a flat spot on the top of my head. Like, who knows how I got that? Was I dropped head first, mother?
Your mom dropped you and didn't tell you?
Legit, it's like right here on the top. Just a
Interesting.
little like coin-sized flat spot.
My younger brother hit me in the head with a baseball bat once, and I still have the bump to prove it.
Wow. The childhood traumas.
Yeah, right? Seriously.
I don't know. I haven't really paid attention. I'm probably flat all over, actually.
Flat all over. I have no
My whole
no
body is
curvature.
curvy except for my head.
Yes, everything but my head has the proper curves. All right, well,
You want to get into this book club?
let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
We are book clubbing First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. Okay, so as a reminder to our listeners, we have the first 4 questions are always the same for every book club. And then we have 3 or 4 questions that we will end with that are specific to the book. So our first question is, what were your initial thoughts when you started reading First Lie Wins? Did the book meet your expectations or surprise you? I read this book back when I first was getting into reading again. So like when I was starting back up with my reading. I think it was like early 2023. So I definitely don't remember what my expectations I had for the book back then. But I can say that I couldn't remember if I liked the book going into reading it a second time. And as I was reading it, it started coming back to me. And the best part was that I knew who Mr. Smith was the whole time. But when they had, because I did remember who Mr. Smith was, or I thought I did. And then when they had that conversation between George and Ryan, I was like questioning if I really remembered things correctly. Like, I'm like, wait, was it who I thought it was? Is it Ryan? It can't be Ryan. Is it Ryan?
So you
I don't
almost
remember.
got to have that like
Moment
first
all over again.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
So-
cool.
So at the end, I was like, oh, okay, I remembered it, right? But I liked it both times that I read it.
Oh, nice.
I knew it was a thriller, but I'm very judgy about cover art. So I was like, I don't know about this one.
It is pretty basic.
It is.
I went into this book with low expectations, but I was very pleasantly surprised by the book.
Yay.
Yeah, we liked it.
Yeah.
You act like we didn't rate this last week.
I know, but I still get excited every time.
Yeah.
Look at us go.
I will say, every time we read one of the books from Reese's book club,
We
it's
like 'em.
usually a pretty good book.
Yeah.
I do. I think she's got some good books on her book club list.
Yeah, she does have really good options. And I think that's where I got it from because it was on my TBR. You'd already read it. I
Yeah.
didn't realize. And then I had added it to my list.
Yeah.
So I said that it was my pick and I genuinely picked it off the reviews. I didn't really know a lot about it. And so I thought, okay, there's a ton of good reviews. It's got to be good.
Yeah.
And I went into it not sure how the title would tie into the story exactly. Of course, I know very little about it. And now that I think about it, I like going into these books blind
Yeah.
because I can't have an expectation really. I knew it was a thriller and I anticipated to like it because I like thrillers. It's
Yeah.
my jam. And it did not disappoint. I enjoyed the twist and the unexpected outcome.
Unresolved questions. Were there any plot points or character arcs that you felt were left unresolved or could have been explored further? And I wanted to know more about Mr. Smith. Like, maybe this is a prequel. I don't think it belongs in this book, but how did he get into this business? Like, how did he start it? How did he figure out all of these, like, which chat groups to go into on the Reddit forums to be, like, sneaky on it? Like,
Yeah, who was his Mr. Smith that he learned it from?
Yeah,
because
like-
she,
Oh, yeah.
how did this happen? I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know his story in a prequel or some shit.
that would be a cool book.
That would be a cool
Yeah.
book to see. Maybe he had a tumultuous
And at the
life.
end, he like meets Luca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, bam, next book starts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just said I think that Evie's constantly shifting personalities, but we don't always see like where her act kind of ends and where the real her starts.
Okay.
So I wonder if she kind of even knows who she is anymore, or if she's grown so comfortable in her lies that being authentic like doesn't feel real anymore. So maybe we could explore that a little more. Does she ever get back to her true self, or is everything always going to be rooted in lies going forward? Because once you've started, can you ever really go back to the
But I
next?
feel
So who
like
is she even
always
really
had
now?
like a drizzle of herself in all of them.
That's how I feel. Like it was like even with the reason why she got to be where she was she made these connections with her real self and whoever was the target or
Yeah.
the right. I mean, except for the football coach guy, but
Oh yeah, he was a dickhole.
Yeah.
But because even when she makes like random comments, like I talk about it later, but she makes random comments throughout the book about how Ryan, like she really appreciates him doing these things because she really loved whatever milk in her coffee or heavy
Yeah,
cream.
right.
Like the small things that it is
Are still
truly
her.
her that he recognizes, even though she is pretending to be Evie.
Yeah, but I think about she's getting that in this target or this job, right? Might not be that way for the next one because of how close she got to Ryan. So how much of her true self does she get to pull into that later on,
She
right?
gets to make her own rules now.
Well,
I
unless
think
they come after her to
she
kill
even
her.
she even talks about some of the best lies are rooted in truth. So I think she is true to herself for most of the time. She just tweaks little things here and there. I think she is the girl who likes the milk. And actually, and I think that this lifestyle, obviously she's continuing to do it. So
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, I said none. I truly thought this wrapped up nicely, and I'm glad Evie went back to Ryan, and I definitely felt closure. I love that she became Mrs. Smith, and I'm happy with it. But I do like the idea of learning more about Mr. Smith.
I agree. Alternate ending. If you could change one thing about the ending of First Lie Wins, what would it be and why? I think I would have preferred that she ended up with her hacker friend. What was his name? Devin? Instead of Ryan.
Really?
Yes. It just felt like her relationship with Devin was more genuine and real. And we'll talk about it later on in the next question or two. But I just don't see her relationship with Ryan working. And again, I'll get into that deeper later. But they had just like a real relationship built on friendship and connection. And it just felt more genuine. And I would have preferred her to be with him instead. That would have been my ending.
Okay, similar to the alternate ending. This was actually my answer for unresolved questions. And I was like, actually, this is kind of also the same thing for alternate ending.
Copy paste.
Yeah. Like, I love that Evie became her own Mrs. Smith. She was smart from the beginning with a bit better moral compass than Mr. Smith/George. I don't think I would change anything, honestly. I really loved Ryan. Like, I really was, when I was reading it earlier, and I was like, wait, is it Ryan? Is Ryan Mr. Smith? No. Right?
My world is shattering.
Yes, I was like, I don't remember it being that way, but is it? Do I just misremember it? But I really liked them together. It felt like they both were a little shady. They both had understandings of each other. And yeah, I do like her and Devin, but I really felt that they were just friends looking out for each other more so than a romantic anything. So anyways, I wouldn't change anything. I liked how it ended.
I second that emotion. I just wrote, I love the ending. I liked that she and Ryan figured out a way to, because like you said, they both have shady things going on. So they figured out a way to keep the love that they built for each other going, even though like their shadiness doesn't have anything to do with each other. And so they're able to love each other anyway and respect each other's shadiness.
Well, I mean,
And be
Devin
understanding.
and her both have shadiness. Like, he's also hacking into computers and doing things for her. So they do have that shared life of crime, I guess.
I thought they were more like siblings looking out for each other.
Oh, no, I didn't get that vibe at all. I thought they had like a friendly banter, you know? Some of the best relationships are built off of friendship. It didn't matter that she could be whoever she wants. She could have ended up with the freaking dead lady from the hotel for all I cared. But what was her name?
What a twist.
That would have been an
She's
ending.
with a corpse.
Yeah. No, she was alive.
She was actually alive.
I know.
What was her name?
I said Rachel, but I don't think that was her name.
But her, like, she could have ended up with her. That could have worked
I think
too,
one of her personas. No, Rachel is the lawyer friend.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan's lawyer friend.
Yeah,
So I don't know, but yeah.
I like it. All right. Okay. Adaptation dreams. If First Lie Wins were to be adapted into a movie or TV series, who would you cast in the main roles? I casted Evie/Luca, Ryan, Devin, and Mr. Smith.
Oh, damn.
I
You
went
went
ham.
Actually, I did too. I don't know that I fully love my Mr. Smith, so
I don't fully love.
I only
never
did
fully
Evie and
love
Ryan,
mine.
so.
Evie, I casted Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, you do love Elizabeth Olsen.
I do. And I feel like she's good at like spy-y things and
okay.
When I was reading this book, was picturing Julia Roberts as Evie. Obviously, she's not the right age demographic. So I did Emma Roberts because that's her niece.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's not bad. I do like Emma. She can play like a dark, crazy character. She could do that. All right. I chose Dove Cameron.
Oh.
Okay.
Dove Cameron,
Sorry.
Elizabeth Olsen, and Emma Roberts.
And Emma Roberts.
I feel like I really like Emma Roberts.
I like Emma Roberts.
Sold.
Ryan.
Oh, okay. I do kind of like my Ryan, I think.
Okay. For Ryan, I casted Scott Eastwood.
Oh.
Oh, okay. We had a similar vibe.
Yeah?
I chose Glenn Powell.
I
okay.
chose Glenn Powell too.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So very similar vibes. Glenn Powell, Scott Eastwood. They have like the strong jawline. The like.
Okay, so Glenn Powell. Okay, so Devin, I did William Jackson Harper.
I liked him from The Good Place.
Yeah.
He looks like he would be a great like
IT
hacker.
guy.
Yes.
Yes.
I like that.
Okay, I picked Dev Patel.
Well, since I get to
William
pick.
Jackson Harper.
What
Since
was
I don't-
yours?
I didn't.
you
I
didn't
didn't
do it
cast.
Oh, then
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you can pick.
I'm gonna pick William Jackson.
Okay.
I I think I would like him for something else, Dev Patel. He looks like he would be Bond-ish, like the
He
Bond
could be
guy.
Bond. Yeah. I do really like him in all his movies. I don't think I've ever disliked a movie he was in.
When I think of Mr. Smith, I was thinking clean cut, but he was also the delivery guy, and he was
Kind of attractive and like kind of charming.
Yeah, because she kind of had a thing for the delivery,
him,
like,
yeah.
let's go get a drink.
Okay, well, I definitely am not.
All right, let's see what you got.
Mr. Smith, I cast Andrew Lincoln. Felt like he could be a delivery guy. He's got a little bit of a rustic, more like he's more like gruffy feeling than clean.
Looks like a zombie.
I think we did pick kind of similar.
Who'd you pick?
I picked Colin Farrell
Oh,
because I thought of him, like I thought he was going to be a little bit older.
Colin Farrell is much more attractive.
Yeah.
But somebody I thought that she could still be attracted to.
Which is funny because I had him like, but I thought he was going to be too sexy. Like I didn't want him to be so. I wanted Ryan to really shine. And
Ryan is shining. Let me tell you.
I don't think Glenn Powell is cute.
What?
I don't think he's
You
cute. Which is why
stop
I
it
didn't
right
pick him.
now.
I don't think I think he would be good for what I was imagining when I was reading through it as Ryan, but I do not find that man attractive.
Glenn Powell?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's cute.
Interesting. I think he has some striking qualities.
Oh, he's so I don't know what it is about him, but
Yeah.
for sure, I think Colin Farrell would be.
He's definitely not
it's
like
his face for
in
me.
my.
I think it's his face for me.
He's
Take off his
definitely.
face and he's great.
He doesn't necessarily have the qualities I would typically go for,
Yeah.
but I think he is a
Handsome
man. Yeah. All right. Who do you pick for Mr. Smeef?
I'm picking Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. I do like Andrew Lincoln. I think we should pick him for something because I like him as an actor a lot.
Oh.
You have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pick him for something.
Okay. So Ice Drop is
Evie/Luca is Emma Roberts. Ryan is Glenn Powell. Devin is William Jackson Harper. And Mr. Smith is Colin Farrell.
what a cast.
Woo!
Star-studded.
First impressions, final truths. This book is built on deception, names, backstories, entire lives. Was there any character you trusted too quickly or didn't trust enough and surprised you? Did you catch on to who Mr. Smith really was, or did the twist get you? I trusted Evie, and it started in the apartment. When she was unboxing and I knew some shit was going on and she was making it look like she was movie, but I was like, this bitch has something. She's got a good backstory. There's got to be some reason for this. She also showed that she wanted to be loved and cared for by making those little comments about Ryan remembering things and how she wishes it was real and that was her real life. So I thought deep down she was a good person. And I had too many hunches about Mr. Smith, and the twist got me. I didn't think it was going to be the delivery guy. I thought it was Ryan.
Yeah. So I said I had no idea who Mr. Smith was, and I flipped back and forth the entire time. Then I did think it was Ryan. When it wasn't, it threw me off because all of the arrows pointed like it's got to be him. And what a disappointment that it was him because she fell in love with him, right?
Yeah.
And so, so I was really shocked that it was the delivery guy. I didn't expect that at
Jorge.
all. Yeah, I didn't expect it at all. I think I trusted Devin from the very beginning because it felt like he was just her ally. And
He was a good one to trust.
I trusted him, but I was holding my breath the whole time because everybody had a secret. And I was like, please don't let him let her down. He was the one constant in the whole story. And if he had done something, if he was Mr. Smith, it would have really blown the whole story up because I would have been so disappointed for her.
She wouldn't have been able to get away with so much of the stuff. I don't think I ever thought Devin was.
I have never thought that he was Mr.
I never
Smith.
thought he was either. I was just saying that if he was, that would have been like biggest
Horrible.
plot
What
twist.
a horrible Ashley
Elston.
novel.
Yeah. Right. And I just really wanted her to have a happy ending. And it felt like he was the only one she could trust. So I trusted him too.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I did too. Again, this was the second time I read it, so I expected it to be George. But I think if I can remember correctly, I was on the fence if it was Ryan or George the whole time I read it the first time. I think I even thought it was Devin, but I really didn't want it to be Ryan. I liked his and Evie's relationship too much to want to ever believe that Mr. Smith could be Ryan. I was so glad at the end that it was George and that Evie could still have a life with Ryan after all. So I guess I probably trusted Ryan too quickly.
And he was a liar too.
Yeah, I was.
Just a little bit. Just a smidge.
Falling for a lie. Evie and Ryan's relationship is built on secrets, but there's real connection underneath. Can a relationship that begins with deception ever be real? Would you be able to forgive someone who lied about everything, even if they loved you? So I did touch on this a little earlier, and I didn't want to go too deep into it because I knew I was going to answer this question. So I don't think they would have lasted. Their entire relationship's foundation was lies, and it was bound to crack and fall apart at some point. I don't know that I could forgive someone and continue a romantic relationship, especially if I found out that everything I knew about them was false. How would I ever believe anything they ever told me going forward? Could I forgive someone for lying to me and fessing up to it? Absolutely. But this was lying on a whole other level. If I love you deeply, I can be extremely forgiving. Not because I excuse your actions, but because isn't worth my energy to be angry all the time, right? I will forgive and move on, but I do draw the line at there's absolutely nothing I know about you to be forgivable.
I think, okay, so I wrote, because I think most of them are agreeing with what you're saying. I'm going to have to say no. I think I'm a pretty forgiving person, but I would have some major trust issues with someone who lied to me about pretty much everything they had ever told me, including their name.
Yeah.
I think it made sense in the book since they were both shady and both accustomed to lying and their whole life was kind of lies. But in my real life story today, absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, book life, right? Versus real life.
Yeah.
How do you, I couldn't.
I think that Ryan and her could have made it work and made it long term because both of their lives were this, right? So it was like just part of a life. They understood a lie. Okay, do you know what? Actually, a great example. I used to date a guy who was like, I hate that you don't just trust what I say. And yeah, that was probably something in me that some trauma. Thank you. So yeah, so it was probably some trauma that I went through in my past. But it's me. I am somebody who has to look it up and has to know the facts, and I just. Yeah, a lot of the times he was wrong. So I'm not going to stop. But when I met my current husband, he didn't have an issue with it because he understood it because he was the same way, right? It was like, I'm not going to be mad at you for looking up the things that I'm saying. Yeah, fact check me. Let's talk about it, right? It was almost more exciting to him. So in that sense, I feel like both of them understood the lies, right? They understood this life that they were living. And because I can relate to you, we can make it work. That's not me, for sure. In my real life scenario, no, absolutely not. I couldn't make it work. But for this book story, I think
if they ever wanted to get to a point where they could trust each other, they would never be able to because they wouldn't know if anything, like they were just going to have to be okay with living in a constant lie and that the things you tell me, you're not going to be going where you said you're going. And I just have to be okay with that because that's just how we are.
Where I'm telling you I'm going, I'm also not going. So
I know.
I understand,
that's what I mean.
right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. But
I agreed. I think no matter, like me as a person, I don't live in lies. So I would have a hard time having a relationship like that. But I think their relationship works. When we talked about this earlier, every facade that she created, like her essence and her core was there. So I do think their relationship that they built could last because they aired out their dirty laundry to an extent. Like he knew now about Mr. Smith, like he kind of got involved in it, and she knows he's doing shady art deals on the side. And I think when they're going to have that because they were hiding it from each other in the beginning because they both had reasons to hide. But now, like, you know my dirty laundry. So I'm telling you, I'm going to Texas on Thursday.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're going to be more open about where they're going.
Sure already were, right? They've already had these moments where like, okay, I knew this was a lie. You told me when you felt comfortable, you'd tell me about it. And now maybe they're at the point where like, okay, I'm not going to tell you where I'm going because I'd be lying to you. So just know
I'll be
going
back
to work. Yeah.
Or I have to go to Atlanta this weekend.
Wink, wink.
And I think they'll be honest about where they're going.
Maybe,
I don't think they're going to give them the reason why they're going or the details behind it.
I guess you like looking at it from the perspective of they're being honest about their lies. So maybe they aren't necessarily lying as often anymore, is what you guys are saying. So yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I think they have an understanding where it's not so much lies anymore, but they do have a higher level of privacy about what they're doing with their significant other.
Yeah.
And they respect each other enough to have that privacy and still have trust, that they would still have the trust. Like they're not going out and about to do shady things to me. They're out doing their stuff. And I just can't know about it. I would imagine.
I feel like it's like working for FBI or like married to an FBI agent.
That's what I was just gonna say. Like they can't come home and tell you about their work.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be very similar to that.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, it's a good, valid point.
Valid. So this is our last question. Master of disguise. Ugh, my answer is really all over the place, but I'll get through it.
Okay.
Evie is constantly creating new versions of herself. If you had to change your identity tomorrow, what name would you choose and what kind of life would you create? So when I came up with this question, I was like, this would be really fun. And then I went to go answer it and I was like, oh, this sucks. I hate this.
Yeah. I thought that way
My
too.
answer's kind of short.
Okay. I'm like,
Mine too.
I actually really like my life right now. The only thing I would change maybe is my work-life balance and income.
Fair.
Figuratively speaking, if I didn't have all the amazing people around me that I love and wouldn't want to live without, I think I would cherry pick my life the way it is right now, or it'd look very similar than what it is today. But I still want to have fun with this question, so here's my story.
Okay.
My name is still Sunny because it's pretty much already sounds fake, so I'm not changing it. I'm a world-traveling curator of finer things, including my multiple residents like my seaside villa in Italy or my coastal retreat on my very own island. I'd get to, obviously I make a lot of money, okay?
Yes, seriously.
I get to spend my days exploring ancient cities, curating small gallery exhibits, and maybe I'm even an artist designing unique one-of-a-kind pieces for friends and clients. My life would be a seamless balance of adventure, creativity, and elegance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So I also said I had a very hard time answering this question because I love the life that I made for myself. Similarly, yes, more work-life balance and definitely more money. We act like we don't make money, but in this economy, we don't.
In this economy.
So
We're barely middle class.
Seriously.
all right, so my fake name would be Serafina.
Oh.
And honestly, I thought about this with the intent of taking you guys and my kids and spouse with me.
Okay.
So we're all going into this
Your
secret
fake life?
Yes, the fake life. So
See, and I thought it would be like if I was totally didn't have anything that I have today.
then it would be totally. I couldn't leave them. I couldn't leave you.
No, I couldn't. That's why I'm like,
I'm taking you with me.
No, I can't.
I'm taking you with me.
I picked this
So
life.
So we all have to have surnames.
yeah. So honestly, I would move to another country. I'd live near the ocean, balancing creativity with adventure, hosting book-inspired gatherings, telling stories through podcasts or writing, and traveling with my family to discover new places and cultures.
So exactly what
I want to do now.
What we're doing.
But I'd
Your
be doing it
current
full
people.
time.
Yes, I love it.
And we'd live coastally. I was like, probably in Mexico, honestly. It'd be the easiest place for me to, I think, switch over.
I based my response thinking I would be, what was her name? Jessica in the Crescent City series? Jessica?
Oh, Jessica? Yeah.
Yes. I felt like she had a cool life. She was like a librarian, but she collected all these historic whatever things, and she was like selling things on the black market, but she was fancy, and like I feel like I would want to be her. That would be my life. That's the life I would pick.
That's a good life.
But I do not want to trade my family and friends for that life. I like my life just the way it is.
Yeah. Oh, I'm taking you guys with me on my fake adventure. So if I go
Perfect.
into,
I'm
what is it?
Come
When
with
they hide
Jessica.
people?
Wait, what?
What is it when they hide people?
Oh, witness protection?
Yes, you all have to come with me.
Okay. All right.
Perfect. So ditto to similarly, because I said, oh, wow. I guess I would use the name Victoria because back in the day when a guy wanted to talk to me and I didn't want to talk to them, I gave him a fake name and it was Victoria. So I'm going to go with that.
Icky Vicky.
And so I guess I would go by Victoria Crawford so I could pretend I was Cindy Crawford's long lost relative. So I said, I have a pretty good life right now and I can't imagine that I would change it. But if I didn't factor in my family in the life I have, I would probably be some sort of like forensic scientist in a big city like New York or just the East Coast somewhere. I've always wanted to live there, but just wouldn't move. So in this fictitious life, I will move to the East Coast and do this forensic science thing that I loved that I never pursued because it's too much math and too much science. So
I like it. Well, that's good. It was still fun, even though all of us were like, no, we don't want to change our
no,
life.
I don't.
It was still a fun question.
Yeah, it did come out actually kind of fun to think about afterwards.
All right.
So there it is.
Cool. That's it. That's a wrap on this book club episode of Literature on the Rocks. We've untangled all the lies, twists, and double crosses of First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. And honestly, trust issues might be our new personality trait. Next week, we're trading cons for covens as we dive into Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahiran. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the magic every Wednesday.
Don't forget to rate and review us because let's be honest, your words fuel our egos like caffeine and chaos. Plus, it helps other bookish booze hounds find us in the wild.
We came, we read, we spilled. Follow @Lit on the Rocks Pod on Instagram and TikTok, and keep it messy at literatureontherocks.com.
All right, until next time, may your secrets stay hidden and your cocktails stay cold. Cheers.
Toodaloo.
Bye.